Good morning, everyone. Long time no see. And I am without a phone stand, tripod, or whatever, any real way to prop this camera up so that you can watch me change this girl. So I figure I'll chat for a bit and I'll change her and come back. You are looking at the Flora sculpt by Priscilla Lopez. Reborn by Drikas dolls, Adriana Colombo Sanchez, and her partner, her dolly partner, Drikas. Dolls is the nursery name that they go by. Anyhow, she is exquisite. Her sculpt is officially out now. I've started to see some become available, lots of works in progress. I think that's a good distance right there for you to see some of the incredible details of her painting. She's my little redhead. So I don't have a whole lot to chat about. Certainly nothing new. However, I just sold 2 dolls this week. They sold this weekend. They sold super fast. Did not have any intentions. Look at those nail beds. Did not have any intentions of selling. However, I have the amazing chance to get back one of my girls that I sold in order to bring Billy home. And I was ready. I felt okay letting her go at the time, but then I kind of realized that it was not a long-term happy decision for me. I mean, it was a happy decision for me because she was with a friend of mine, and so that's as happy as you could get. But anyway, so she's going to be coming back. She's going to get re-varnished and then come home to me. And actually was going to change Brewster into this outfit I brought with me, but it's actually an outfit I bought for that baby. So I feel like I'm going to save it for her to come home to instead. This was a, what is it, Paz Rodriguez that I had loved, and I got like the last one that they had at Children's Salon, I think. Anyway, so I'm going to save it. So instead, I'm going to put this girl into this sleeper that she came home to me with. It'll be a nice, comfy, cozy outfit for her. The other thing I was going to mention, again, like I said, nothing new, but that I saw posted recently, and I see it being played out. Sometimes we can see our own neuroses played out in others. Sometimes we can see it played out in ourselves. And sometimes it's shown in sort of almost a caricature. And I'm struck again and again that as much as we know that they're dolls, I feel like photography is such a huge part of the impact of the realism of these dolls. And we know we're not going to ever get a real baby, but I feel like for some collectors, if you could just get real enough, and then they come and then they're still vinyl, and I see that kind of played out very rapidly with some folks where they're getting a doll and within a couple of days they're like, love the doll, but ready to get a new one, would like to see what else is out there. And I feel like, and I could be wrong, right, because this is my supposition looking from the outside, but I feel like some collectors, we feel like if we just get real enough, it's actually going to be a real baby one day. And it's not, or maybe the inverse is more true. At the end of the day, it gets here and it's still a piece of vinyl, beautifully painted pieces of vinyl that lays there until we pose it a certain way. I don't know. I could be off, but that's how I see it. And the other thing that I saw posted was kind of a word of advice to newer collectors that you chase the very, very, very expensive, like, high-end doll, and you will, from the outside, when you see people sell dolls like that, it is shocking. You think, oh, if I just had that doll, but you get used to whatever it is you have. And I would say that's pretty well true. You do. I've experienced it. I've sold the most realistic doll I've ever had. I've sold. But the inverse is, I think, more valuable, and that's that the price tag doesn't equal the love and appreciation that you may have for that doll. Or the level of detail in the painting, even, right? I'm thinking, the reason I added that comment is I'm thinking about Amity. Amity is my Teyra sculpt by Gudrun Legler, painted by Alana Lilly, and she goes by her full last name now. But anyhow, she was not inexpensive. She is painted incredibly realistic in Ilana's style to me, but she, what I mean is she doesn't have capillary, she doesn't have like the little teeny tiny little things that you might call exquisite. It's a different painting style, and that girl is like bonded. I'm bonded to her. So anyway, love my dolls. Wish that, money was not ever a concern. Wish that I didn't question why I had so much invested in my hobby, because it's my hobby and that's valuable. And it's, these joys in life. I mean, what else? What do we have? We have the people in our lives, the joys. It might be something different for everybody. This is part of it for me, but so is travel, So we'll see. I think a lot of us jump in and out or question it and reach that resolve of we're not going to question it, and then, which I have before, and then coming back into it. Anyway, babbling. I'm getting ready to start my work day, but look at this gorgeous doll. So I'm going to go ahead and change her into that sleeper. I'll take some photos of her and pop those at the end of this video. I know this was a quick one. I'm really excited to share the return baby with you. Some of you will figure out who it is. Some of you might riot over who I sold. But that is all part of it, right? Right, guys? I also have a super chunky, very big baby who has arrived already. She's being held at my post office. She'll have her box opening up next week. If you've been on my Instagram stories, she's been shown over there. Really chunky, grumpy, beautiful, from an artist I haven't purchased from before. She's been waiting. So we'll have that box opening back up for sure, and I'll have my setup back, and so everything will be right with the world. But Brewster says hello. This is one of the most exquisite, fine detail babies that I have in my collection. One of right now, my ginger. If you have been considering this sculpt, I'm a fan. I've loved pretty much every version I've seen. There were like 12 prototypes. She's fantastic. All right, guys, we're going to change her. Pop some pictures at the end, and we'll be back real soon with more. We're sending out lots of love. Miss you guys. Bye for now.